Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I asked Mark what he wanted to eat because I'm just like, I've been so lazy with cooking dinner all week. So he's like, oh, tacos. So he likes to have the stand-in stuff tacos, and that's fine. Jack is still here, and he likes the soft shell tacos. All right. So usually I would have, because I don't care for hard shell tacos that much, I would usually have the soft shell tacos, or I'd make nachos. Well, of course, I was sitting there playing around on Facebook, and of course this came back across, and I thought, why don't I try to make this? Because I've never tried to make it, and it just seems super, super simple. So I am going to attempt to make some of the Copycat Taco Bell pizza. Because, you guys have seen me make tacos, you guys have seen me make nachos, so you know what I'm saying, that's already been done. I can still do that over and over, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to try to do that today. So, I have my taco shells over here, and I don't know for sure if anybody will want one, but I'm just going to go ahead and I have them on my combi pan, and I'm going to go ahead and just put them in the air fryer, and I'm going to crisp up a little bit. You're supposed to actually do them in oil, but I don't have a gallbladder, and I'm sure the lack of my gallbladder really likes not having all the extra grease. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over there in the combi. I'll pull that over there so anybody who doesn't have a combi can kind of get a grasp of it. I'm going to put it down lower because the shells tend to fly around a lot. So anything that you do on the left-hand side, you push it up. Everything you do on the right-hand side, you push it down. This is where the air fryer is, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to go ahead and put this, leave it at the 390, and I'm going to put it on air fry. Now I'm only going to put that in for like about 3 minutes max. I'll keep an eye on this. My fan is on, and if you're wondering why, there's a vent right here for those who've not watched my channel before. And it actually, even on air fry, it will vent out steam, and it can ruin your cabinet, so that's why I try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start on that. Hopefully that the wind from the fan doesn't, blow that around too much. And then what I'm going to be doing is, it calls for, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of like trying to flop around. I'm going to put something in there to kind of lay that down for a minute. Hold on, I'll be right back. So that's working a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it down here. I do actually, I have some freeze-dried refried beans. Now, for those who do not have a freeze dryer, you can do this the exact same way. I've done this with, you actually cook up the pinto beans. I put pinto beans, onions, green peppers, tomatoes in mine. And then what you just do is you dry them after you cook them, obviously, because you can't just cook the bean because that's just not good. And then go ahead and just grind it up with your food processor or whatever you happen to have. I'm not trusting my volume on this lately. So I'm going to go ahead, I have some of that instant hot water from the sink. And one thing I like about doing the beans this way is you have no bean waste. It's only how much beans you want to make, and you can make it as thick or as thin that you want. So I like it for that right there. Sometimes people just like to, for a snack, some people just like to have beans and put a little bit of cheese, and then you dip your chips into that. I'm just going to make just a little bit more bean. That should be good. And they'll be about the thickness that I want. So from doing the videos, I might have to put a little bit more time on those shells. Seeing the videos, you put the beans down and you put the meat, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use my red enchilada sauce. I'm going to check that real quick, see if it needs a little bit harder. Yeah. Go ahead and put another 2 minutes on there. So I can't start this until that comes out, but I'll be cutting up tomatoes for it. I have my lettuce, I have some onions I need to chop up, and we'll go ahead and get this all started. Alright, so that got pretty warm on the one side over there. That one got kind of like blown up a little bit. I'm not for sure if anybody's going to eat that one anyways, but I did make up extra stuff just in case someone did. So go ahead and spread out the refried beans. And then what I did is I have my taco meat here. And what I did is I have, when I forget like this, because I pre-freeze my hamburger that's already cooked, is I go ahead and I just put this in here with my homemade taco seasoning. And I just put it in the Instant Pot for 3 to 5 minutes. And it thaws it out and, you know, cooks everything all together. It's got tomatoes all over the front of my shirt. It splattered me. I'll have to get that off after the video. So one thing about doing this yourself, most people would not probably put the onions in here, but you know the girl likes her onions. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of onions on the inside just because I like them and I can do that. Alright. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of, I should have, hold on here. I should have shook this can up before I opened it, obviously. And give that a little bit of a stir so everything's well put in there. I'm going to put just a few drops of the enchilada sauce on the inside too, because you all know I don't really care for dry food. So then what I'm going to do is, this one side obviously is more cooked. Bring this over a little bit here. Put that down. Some of that stuff squeezed out, which is okay. And all I'm going to be doing is putting a little bit of more cheese on the top. And put a little bit more enchilada sauce. And I'll put this right back in the air fryer, probably only for like the 2 minutes, just enough to melt the cheese. And never mind all that mess it's all over. And of course I have my shredded lettuce and I have my tomatoes, so I'll be right back. Alright friends, so this is how it looks. The cheese is melting. This is going to be a little bit of a mess pulling that off there, but that was my fault for squishing that down. But if you want to wait just a second, I'll give a little bit of cut into this and let that cool off because that just came out of the air fryer, and I'll show you what I think of it. And before I forget, obviously I don't have any of the green onions, but I'm going to throw a little bit of onions on the top, or the tomatoes, because I like tomatoes on my stuff, and a little bit more onions to replace like the green onions, and just a little bit of cheese. That's not cheese, that is lettuce. So I'm going to go ahead and get this a little bit of a cut. Obviously this is something that you're going to have to definitely eat with a fork and knife. Alright, I'll pull this up here and we'll see how this tastes. I hope this is really good. So here it goes. That, my friends, tastes like the old Taco Bell pizza. It's not the one that they just came back with. Because I did have that when they first came back with it, and I was not impressed, to say the least. This is really good. I mean, obviously, you know, you could put your taco sauce, your salsa, or not sour salsa. Well, you could put salsa, sour cream, whatever that you wanted on your pizza. But this is very, very good. I would definitely make this again. It's not that hard to make. And then I'll just go ahead and I'm going to try to put that in the freezer in smaller bags. So like if I wanted this for lunch, I could easily do this because I could use like my freeze-dried hamburger. So you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. Have you made something like this before? Did you change anything differently? What would you suggest for me to do in the future? So let me know in the comments, and thank you very much for stopping by, and y'all have a very blessed and wonderful day.